Kidsmoove, and we're going to talk about this really quick, early in the morning. So Costco apparently removes all Xbox consoles and product from its U.S. stores after prices skyrocket to $600. Um, as you can see here, we're at Costco. I looked up Xbox. There's no Xbox consoles there. This is a problem.
How is this a problem? And what makes you think that Microsoft cares? Let me guess. The vast majority of the Xbox community picked up their console at Costco? Yes, more than likely it probably did worse out of the big three. But why would this matter to anybody? You need a membership to even get something at Costco in the first place. And yet you people are mad and sad about, oh, we ain't got no more console ammunition. Is this what it's all about, man? Because the last time I checked, you people ain't even talking, let alone playing video games in this community. But yet you guys are so focused on the financial aspects of these companies. But you want to know something else, Kidsmoove? Do you know PlayStation's China Hero project? Well, guess what? It sold no PlayStation 5s because you know what people play in China? That's right, PC. But yet they got the China Hero project. Oh, let's cry about how they ain't selling PlayStation 5s in China and they all playing on PC. Bro, why would this matter to anybody?
I saw this report, I think more so yesterday, and because I don't know what it means, because my thing is that typically retailers, if you're going to remove a product from your store and not sell anything of it, it's usually because either you can't afford to have it, or they're not selling, or you're not receiving the inventory to sell it to create shelf space for it to begin with. So I think this one saying skyrocket to $600, they think that's not the reason, because the Xbox, that $600 version of the Xbox isn't the only Xbox to exist. There's obviously,
But if it was PlayStation, they'd be saying it's a preparation for the new PlayStation 6. But of course, when it's Xbox, you got to think of every single negative thing as to why they pulled this out of Costco. I'm gonna just be honest: 99.9% picked up their Xbox at another major retailer and did not buy one from Costco. You can't sit there and tell me, I bought my PS5. No, you did not buy your PS5 at Costco. You need a membership. Now, if you happen to have one and you got it there, well, then that's by all means. But let's just be honest, man. Ain't nobody paying for a membership fee so they can pick up a gaming console at Costco.
even with after price increase, there's a 400, 450, 550.
I don't think it's it. I just think it didn't sell well at Costco. Like I said, you need a membership to get in, and more than likely, they probably, if anything, the probably only good gaming electronics that sold there was the Nintendo Switch. But even then, I went to Best Buy and seen like 50 Nintendo Switch 2s. It ain't nobody really buying the games there either. I'm just saying, this is why when companies came out and said, we don't really want to carry physical media, this is probably more likely the case. And Microsoft has already been on record saying we don't really care for that. So these companies are like, okay, we really don't need the shelf space, especially considering that Microsoft's doing everything online anyway.
600 and now and also an $800, which is a rare Xbox Unlimited. So that's the thing, right? So, but the thing is, from what I've noticed, even just going to different retail stores, yeah, there's still an Xbox section, but there aren't Xbox consoles like available. So
They must be selling like hotcakes.
Consoles.
Remember when PlayStation 5s weren't available on launch day and you could pick up an Xbox Series and X? That must mean the consoles are selling like hotcakes. Oh, I forgot. You can't say nothing positive about Xbox. It's always got to be negative, right? When they see less games, they say, oh, nobody's buying. They're not stocking them. But when it's PlayStation, oh, they're buying them. Look at that. There ain't no games there. Like, bro, you don't think I've noticed this? And to be honest with you, I do think the Xbox is selling a lot better than Microsoft is telling you. That's probably why they're not giving you this information. They don't want PlayStation knowing how well their console's doing. I don't think it's still. I mean, think about it, guys. We've been saying 28 million for the past 3 years. You really think, like, it's so funny. Do you really think that the console brand has stayed at that million for that long? Come on, man. You be lying to yourself. The only reason why it feels that way because Microsoft just stopped keeping track of it. You get what I'm saying? Like, you guys are ridiculous, bro. And honestly, why would this matter to anybody?
At a high degree. So it's, I don't know what's going on. So my thing is like, what is Microsoft's strategy? Are they just hiking their prices until there's no consoles, sell.
My whole personal opinion that this is what all three of these companies is doing is price hiking their product. So when they decide to push the new one, which we've seen with Nintendo with the Switch 2, they can incentivize the next platform. I can guarantee PlayStation's probably going to have another price hike coming up as soon as the PlayStation 6 is coming about. That's just my whole sentiments of it. I mean, some people think I'm wrong, but then you also have to explain as to why these consoles are not dropping in price and why they're going up. What you guys already know favors what I'm saying. Gamester won another W.
To buy it and that's it, or are they pulling them from the stores? I mean, they're still heavily, obviously advertising Xbox. Let's say if I wanted to buy one, I don't know if they have any. I'm curious about learning more. Find a retailer. So I can't even buy this thing on Xbox.com. Right?
Oh, look at that! They selling like hotcakes. Everyone wants one. Everyone wants to power their dreams now, huh? Now you got all these PlayStation 5s in stock and ain't nobody buying them, right? Oh, we can't use these narratives? Oh, because like I said, when we couldn't find a PlayStation 5, they were selling like crazy, right? Now you can't even you can't even buy an Xbox even on their own website, and y'all sitting there saying, they must not be doing good, that's why they ain't stalking them. It's like, bro, you never win with these people. And to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter. Who cares, bro? Like, you guys put so much emphasis about what people are buying. Because at the end of the day, ain't nobody picking up a PS5 to play exclusive games. Their software sales say otherwise. So what makes you feel the need to be angry? Who cares, bro? I'm worried about the consoles that I have in my household and what Xbox is bringing to me in regards to video gaming. I can care two craps about what the hell you people talking about.
This is the only one I can buy right now. While it's still $7.29. So, but it looks like all these we have to find a retailer. Best Buy, see if they have any consoles. I think what happens with this is a bad telltale sign. We heard about stuff.
How is this a bad telltale sign? Because if you change the console and said it was PlayStation 5, y'all would be saying, oh, it's selling like hotcakes, that's why you can't get one. But yet, when it's Xbox, they not stalking enough, ain't nobody. This is my point. This is all I'm saying. I don't care if it is, I don't care if it's not. Or it is or it isn't. My point stands is that what's up with this hypocrisy? Because if this was PlayStation and I went to go out there and try to purchase one and I couldn't get one, y'all be like, oh, it's because PlayStation with the 80 million sales. But that's what I'm trying to say. I think the Xbox hardware is actually selling a lot better than you people are giving credit for. Just because Microsoft keeps track of the console sales doesn't necessarily mean they haven't been going up in the past years and few months. You guys have been using the 28 million narrative since, 2023? 28 million. It's the same, 28 million. 10 years, 28 million. But yet only PlayStation numbers go up, but Xbox numbers are going down? That don't make no sense. That literally doesn't make sense. But, like I said, when you're a fanboy, you got to find anything to make your platform seem like it's better.
Like this, reports like this, from different countries and stuff, especially countries that they're not selling in, or are selling a lot in. And then you're like, whatever, it's no big deal. But the United States, North America is Xbox territory, so this is a bit of a concern. Because you guys saw me complain about the lack of Xbox reviews. And when I say Xbox reviews, I mean there's games that are mostly platformed that are launching on Xbox and PlayStation being dated. Publishers not making the Xbox version available for review. Of course, my dog does that in the middle of.
Yeah, because more people have PlayStation 5s. It is what it is, though. What? Oh, but they're not giving reviews for the ad buy. Yes, because more people have it on PlayStation. That wouldn't surprise me. Of course, PlayStation 5 would have more review codes. It's pretty obvious, but go ahead.
Video, but publishers not making the Xbox version available for review. I'm not a big fan of that. Being the Xbox content creator, I used to do reviews at a high clip. I can no longer do those things, or provide Xbox versions of reviews since publishers won't put out. So
yes, you can. What are you talking about? Unless you're talking about free review codes, you can still make Xbox reviews as long as you continue to play the games on the Xbox. That sounds like an excuse.
Whatever's going on with Xbox is really damaging, and I wish somebody from Xbox would come up and and
Hmm?
and say something, address something. You know what I mean? Because when you lose a major retailer, it's like because you're losing space, relative space. You know what I mean?
No, you're not. Because most people buy their things online, bro. What are you talking about, bro? Ain't nobody buying an Xbox, PlayStation, or even Nintendo at Costco, bro. And the funny thing is, I probably have one dude in the comment section, hey, games, I did. But let's be honest, man. Most people are picking these consoles at Walmart, Target, whatever, Best Buy, GameStop. You know what I mean? That's where they're picking up these consoles at, bro. And if not, they're either ordering them online. Come on, man. Let's stop the cap, bro. You know what I'm saying? Or Amazon, like there's another one, which are all real major retailers. I'm not saying Costco ain't one, but I'm just saying people go to Costco to buy bulks of toilet paper. Okay, that's the type of place you're talking about. I think the last thing they worry about is paying for a membership to go pick up a console that they got at GameStop and they didn't have to pay anything. You get what I'm saying? Like, you people are stupid, bro. Oh, but they lost the major space in the console. Well, bro, listen, I went to Best Buy, bro, and ain't even nobody was looking at the Switch 2 games. They looked at the Switch 1, and ain't nobody was buying anything. Gaming is not growing, bro, like you people think. That's why I keep telling y'all, man. Y'all think gaming is like a phenomenon. Like, bro, I don't know what you keep telling yourself in your head, but gaming is not big like you think it is, bro. It's not. That's why your games don't sell worth a damn, because if it was, your games would be hitting 5 to 10. Your games are barely selling better than the failing N64. Even N64 games were selling 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mil. Your games are selling, you barely lucky to get 2 million for Expedition on a platform with 80 million, 30 million, which is 28 million in PC. With how many millions on there, and you people are only getting 2 mil? Oh, but it's a success, though. Bro, your gaming industry is a joke. I know PlayStation 1 greatest hits that outsold that crap. What is wrong with you people? Y'all don't know nothing about gaming. And that's what kind of boggles my mind, because gaming now is more open than it has ever been. But yet, for some reason, the games are selling at an all-time low.
So now it's Costco. The next one's going to be BJ's. The next one's going to be what's the other freaking Sam's Club.
He said what?
It might trickle to Target. Then it might trickle to Best Buy. And then Walmart, you lose Walmart. It didn't GameStop and Amazon, you're pretty safe. Oh, they apparently sell these things at Verizon. Hold up.
Yeah, look at that, Microsoft getting the market share. You see, they selling them at what, bro? Who cares, bro? Man, I'm about to end this Kidsmoove video really soon, but let me see. He got to say something with some form of substance.
In retailers, they're still available, but when you go to retail spaces like Microsoft consoles, the Xbox console is not rapidly available. So it's like, yo,
that must mean they selling like hotcakes, right? Like how the PlayStation 5 did. They must realize the PS5 was such a scam. So they buy it. I'm not even damaged. I'm just saying, like, these are the type of narratives that these people be using. You know what I'm saying? When they see less Xbox games at Target, they're saying that they ain't stocking them. But when they see them on PlayStation 5 side, they say, oh, they must be buying them there. Like, this is what I'm saying, bro. And if they see a bunch of Xbox stuff in stock, then they say, oh, nobody's buying it. It's just sitting there. This is my point. This is the point that I'm trying to make. It is the hypocrisy. Because you guys want to sit there and talk about, oh, when Xbox has less games on shelf and PS5 got more, y'all say that, oh, they're not stocking them. They're only stocking the PS5 version because it's selling better. When the PS5 has less games on their wall than the Xbox wall, then y'all sit there and say, oh, that's because people are buying them and they're selling. And the ones on Xbox, they're just sitting there. Bro, I can't be the only one that's seen these narratives, bro. Y'all like GameStop. I know what you mean, but I be seeing the same crap, bro. That's all they be talking about. If they had Xboxes on shelf and they see less PS5 ones, they're like, oh, that's selling like hotcake. They're selling like hotcake. But when they see less Xboxes sell, they say they ain't stalking them. They ain't stalking them. They ain't stalking them. Like, bro, listen, you ain't never going to win with these people.
Be transparent.
Never going to win.
This is where my beef comes to emerge.
Oh, here we go.
They've had an outstanding year with software release.
There you go.
Supporting the console I'm currently playing.
Exactly. So what would make you think Xbox is dead if they're supporting your console? But go ahead.
Supporting Game Pass,
which is also part of your console.
But they're moving in a way that I don't think is very healthy.
Because it's different? Because Microsoft is moving differently, therefore that means that they're not doing well? See, that's the problem. Because if we go based off your logic, Blockbuster would still be here and Netflix would be a thing of the past. I'm just saying, man, things change throughout time, bro. That's what you guys don't get. And with technology and improving the way it is, it's only going to get far more accessible.
And they have literally like leverage to take advantage and do something to have an imprint and impact, and they won't. And that's what makes it sucks being into this ecosystem, being
what?
Into this, like,
you just said they supported you with games, they support your Game Pass, they did all the things that a real gamer would care about. But what are you crying and complaining about, Smooth? This is why I blocked him on Xbox. This dude is a social reject. He don't know nothing about gaming, and that's why your channel have fall off. That's why nobody even supports you, bro. It's not even about these takes that you make. It's just the fact that you stupid. It is what it is. You know nothing about video gaming, bro. You ain't nothing but a clown on Weapon Wheel, like where they throw little quarters at you and you dancing like a puppet. Like, bro, that's all he is, man. He ain't nothing but a puppeteer.
The thing is, it's weird because it feels like, you know, the
Weapon Wheel's puppet.
Definitely doesn't have the respect of journalism or journalists. Doesn't have the respect from publishers. Like I said, it's being Xbox game reviews are being impacted. You got Xbox dedicated sites that can't do game reviews because they're not making Xbox versions of games available on review, which I think personally, and this is going to sound great, I think that's grounds for a lawsuit, because at the end of the day, if a product is available and if a review is essentially being used to sell a game, so is this going to be something where the next generation of Xbox you only purchase from, you know, Microsoft or Windows, like, you know, strictly through them, or like designated, you know, electronic stores such as like Best Buy or, you know, your regular retailers or Amazon?
Because I don't think a lot of these places, I think Amazon will still carry because it's like universal, but I think a lot of places, I mean, think about Walmart even came out and said, we're not trying to carry physical media. They might sell PlayStation consoles, PlayStation 6 consoles, but they might not sell PlayStation 6 games like that. You get what I'm saying? Because they're saying physical media is just not selling the way it is supposed to. You know, and that's worldwide, man, for a lot of these things. And I think that's something that you people are failing to understand. You know what I mean? And they would probably be like, well, there's other stuff we could use for shelf space. Why we got all these places? I mean, bro, I be going to these sections, bro, Target and all of them. And, bro, there's literally thousands of Switch games, consoles that ain't nobody buying, bro. They just sitting there. They just looking for a home. You know? They just looking for a home and ain't nobody trying to secure the bundle.
I don't know, man, because Xbox already doesn't sell, like, enough physical games, right? When you go to a retail store, you go to the Xbox section, it's nothing. It's relegated to like a cell phone rack, essentially.
So that's probably another reason why they don't see the point of it. And if you're doing a gift card, you could probably more likely just do that through the Xbox anyway. So they're probably like, what is the point of this?
And there's digital cards of like the top 10 or 7 best selling games or most popular games. And the rest is Game Pass codes and gift cards and then controllers. It's not like I will always be against that, even though I don't buy physical games. Like when you go into a store, you want to be relevant. You know, you want a product that's relevant. Oh, look, you know, you go to the PlayStation Center or the gaming center, you expect to see PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, and be able to buy the game. And I think this is due.
I mean, Xbox must be relevant enough if you guys keep talking about their demise.
Due to a lack of humans working at Xbox and not being able to look into a store and retail space. You tell these guys don't get out enough to see it, like, oh, the Legacy.
They don't care, bro. They're too busy drinking their pina coladas, bro. Smoking their Cuban cigars, bro. They're not worried about that, bro. Do you understand how much Microsoft is worth? And you want to, we got to go check in our stores, go check out the departments to see how our Xbox is. Bro, ain't nothing, bro. I be going to stores and I see nothing but PS5s and ain't nobody buying. They be walking by them. They be literally walking by these things, bro. I'm keeping it a buck, bro. GameStop, obviously, because it's just for games. But even then, they're not looking at the used games on the wall. They're just looking, hey, can I get the next FIFA? gonna get the V-Bucks. That's what I be hearing, bruh. Even at GameStop, they don't even do that. Matter of fact, I see people trading in cards. Y'all like, damn, GameStop, you right. How many bars do I gotta hit you people with? I go to GameStop, and it's more like Card Stop. We got people trading games, getting them graded, all this. Oh, I got my Yu-Gi-Oh, I got my Pokemon card. GameStop ain't even about games no more. It's about freaking Pokemon cards. Where you're like, damn, GameStop, you right. Because I remember trying to pick up a game, and they had this dude pulling out a whole box of cards, and, they got to, take pictures of him and all this crap. Bro, I'm like, what is this? I'm just trying to buy a game and walk out, man. No wonder people go to Amazon. Get it first day delivery.
If I was ahead of Xbox.
Oh, here we go. If I was the head of Xbox, bro, you ain't even the head of your own household, bro. Shut up. Ain't nobody went, if I was the head, bro, listen. Bro, you ain't the head of nothing, okay? If anything, you're getting ahead of yourself because you don't know what you're talking about. I love when these fanboys act like if they were running these companies. Bro, if you ran these companies, you'd be running it worse than Jim Ryan. You'd be running these companies into the ground. Because guess what? They're not making money off you fanboys. They're making money off free-to-plays and third parties. You guys are stupid. Let's hear that again.
At Xbox and not being able to look into a store and retail say you tell these guys don't get out enough to see it, like, oh, the landscape. So I know.
They get out enough. They're just on vacation, counting your money.
Is ahead of Xbox, and I went into retail stores and just to see how we are positioned, how we're sitting up.
So you want to go to every single retail store to do that? Bro, you understand? Bro, these people they're worth millions of dollars. You think these people got time to do that crap? This guy's ridiculous, bro. This is stupid, bro.
I could let that fly, but that's the situation.
This guy.
And as a gamer, I don't know what it means for existing gamers. I mean, again, I'm primarily digital with my game purchases.
So you're part of the problem then. And then you wonder as to why they start taking your consoles off the shelf and why there ain't none of your games on the wall. You just said it, bruh. So therefore, there's a reason as to why they pulling this off the shelf. Exactly. No different than Walmart and all these other companies pulling out physical media for a lot of things because it ain't selling enough. And your Xbox probably didn't sell at Costco because ain't nobody going to pay for a membership. And I guarantee they ain't really doing it with the Switch or the PS5 either, but they probably sell more. It is what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? But don't think that PS5s are selling because of exclusives, because we know damn well that ain't the case. That's for third party. PlayStation 5 is a third party box. Everything the PS5 does, the Xbox does it a lot better. I'm sorry, Game Pass and everything else when it comes to services. These are not fiction. This is facts.
And then obviously Game Pass. I have all Xbox consoles. Bought those day one, so I mean the price.
Did you buy them at Costco?
Stuff. It sucks, but it really has no impact on me. But on a landscape, I'm just curious to see what it all means because obviously it got to lead to something. Shut up.
Your dog is telling you stop making this video, bro. Like even their own pets is attacking him. You had MBG's cat, and now you got Kidsmoove's dog. Look at that, bro. Out here telling his dog to shut up, man. Your dog is trying to ask for your affection and attention, bro. This is what you do. You that caught up in this console war crap that you was out here abusing your dog, dude? Look at this.
It got to lead to something. We will find out soon. Thank you guys for watching. I apologize for interruptions in this video, but that's what happens when you try to make videos on the fly and you have a ticking time bomb as a dog in the back. All right?
Yeah, go feed your dog some treats, man. Your dog's telling you, that stuff's stupid, Smooth. That stuff is stupid. Get off the mic. Nobody cares, bro. Get off. Even his own dog roasted him in his language. Dr. Doolittle, man. I heard what your dog said. He's like, you're stupid. Get off the internet, bro. Play your games, bro. Play your games. That's what his dog was saying, bro. That's what I heard in the Dr. Doolittle. That's crazy, bro. Even your own dog roasting you, man. You ain't smooth no more, huh? And you're not a kid, bro. You're not a kid. Why you're named Kidsmoove when you're a grown man? You're 40 years old, bro. You ain't got it no more. Get off the console wars and put some food in my bowl. Damn, dog, shut up. Shut up, doggy. Shut up, doggy. This man out here looking like the old man for Courage the Cowardly Dog. You stupid dog. You made me look bad.